What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at 10 of the 83 plus packs, and before we get into it, obviously I am doing these non-live because I thought I wanted to try and craft these more than anything. I spent a lot of the time yesterday looking at the SBCs, trying to figure out what the best way to do it is, and to be honest, the prices of them is wrong. And I think Pieface obviously made a very good point yesterday about them. Is they're rubbish. They are, and on the face of them, they are not bad to an extent, but the requirements, when you look at it and you look at the effect of the market it's having and what you are getting back, it is a double 83 plus, and currently it's coming in at about 37k. Literally, these are the worst SBCs, and especially if you compare it to what we've had on Mondays, the 11 rare La Liga, the 11 rare or 9 rare Serie A, we've had the 11 rare Ligue 1. Ligue 1 obviously was kind of the worst one because there isn't many rares, so we didn't expect to have 11 rares as a requirement. I thought they could do it, and I knew that straight away if they did, the prices of them would be absolutely extortionate. For me, I think the 82 to 88 is the best way to go in terms of fodder. That is the best way to do it, and I've got another video coming up later on today, probably either just before 6 p.m, just so you can kind of get a grips before the new content comes out. If we get anything, obviously we have had the, I think it's the party, it's like a party bag almost. We've got BPL, Ligue 1, Serie A, Bundesliga, and La Liga Team of the Season guarantee. Is that going to replace the Ultimate? I hope not, because we have had absolutely shafted this kind of week in total from guaranteed SBCs. We have got something called the Deluxe Team of the Season player. I don't know if that is going to be something like last time, which I believe came out during footies, I want to say. And it's basically a Team of the Season repeatable SBC. Whether they give us a few days on that or they bring that out on Thursday is the question. I don't know what's going to come now. They've kind of changed everything that we've had in pattern-wise to just kind of screw the market over. Does it mean that they're bringing an icon SBC so they're rising fodder off the floor? That for me is a big thing, and I know a lot of people are kind of thinking the content's just not good enough, and I agree. I've liked the content this year, but the SBCs have always been relatively wrong or outdated. Icon swaps outdated. These SBCs most definitely only given us a day for the best pack, the one we want, the Team of the Year upgrade. One day is not enough. Luckily for some of us, especially myself, I've been managed to work from home, so realistically I've been able to kind of craft them on the side, or at least being in my house when I finish work so I can go back to them. A lot of people are not in that scenario. Some people will get up at 6 a.m, go to work till 4, 5 p.m, and some people do that. Then they've got 4 hours, in fact, they've not even got that. Like, say they have the night before, they have 4 hours to craft whatever they can. Maybe then they've got to go to sleep early, so they have to just open them and that's it. And maybe then they come back from work at 3, 4 p.m. They've got day-to-day stuff as well. Unfortunately, we don't live in a world where we can kind of just spend the entire 24 hours on this video game, and I think it's unfair. It totally is unfair. I've managed to get my look out of it. If I was at work, I'd have a lot less time. It'd take travel to get to and from work, going to bed a little bit earlier because I have to get up to go to work. It's just a whole host of issues. But anyway, let's just get that past it. We need change in this game, but whether it's coming is beyond me entirely. So let's jump into it then. We'll have a look at these 10 83 plus packs. Like I said, I grinded a lot of them from just different SBCs. So I've done the 82 to 88s. I've done about 50 to 60 of them as what I've recorded anyway. So I've got a lot of them anyway. Going into the first one then, obviously there's a few sets of me just crafting them. I have not spent a single penny on one of these because realistically 10 of them cost you about 300 to 400k depending on if you're buying them entirely. The first one, we get a Belgium left mid, we go and get Carrasco, and that is the extent of this. 283s. They're roughly going for around about 2 to 3k on the market, so in value, you're looking at about 6k max, meaning you've already, straight off the bat, if you've bought this, lost 30k of value from your cards. You have given in more 83s, in fact, Oh, that's an 82 plus. But still, that realistically, I was thinking that. I was like, hold on, have I got an 82? No, that's an 82 plus. Apologies. So it's 9 of this, and we'll probably do one more somewhere. But the first one then. So this is the 83 plus. We get Spanish striker. We go and get I believe it was a Diego Costa, 83 rated. So again, this could be an 82 as well. I think I've screwed this video entirely. Might be just called 10 upgrade packs. But let's just have a look quickly. Oh, no, it is. It's an 82. So we had two 82s. Now we're on to the 83s. Honestly, you'd think I'd be able to do this content. Going into the first one then, realistically, the 83 plus, I just want to show you how bad these can be. We get Brazilian, we get goalkeeper. Not a bad one. I remember this because I went from 282s and then got the 83 because obviously I got the chem. The chem is what really screws this over. Why it's not 40 to 45 chem like the 82 plus. I know why, but I mean as in you get my drift. We get an 85 and an 83. Realistically, the 85's coming in at what? 10, say about 10 to 11k, being generous on the value whilst this SBC's out. Then we've got an 83. Like I said, it's 2 to 3k, and that's not the value. It's 18k straight off the bat. No, less than that, in fact. We get Rodri in the next one. Oh, no, not Rodri. We get David Silva. And this is the funny thing with him. So David Silva is an 88 rated card. He is coming in at around about 22 to a max of 25k. So you are still 10k off the value. We get Jarstein in next to him. Say a K, because realistically it's going to be the lowest 83. You've made 26k at a push on that pack. That for me is terrible because you are getting a high rated fodder and still not making what you made off this pack. And this is where it's out of touch for me. It's far too expensive for what you actually get back. We get Tadic and Cazorla in the next one. Then we go into another one. We go and get, just wait for it. And realistically, we're all looking for the team of the season. Obviously, that is the big thing that we want. We get another board out of this. We go get Polish striker 83 Milik. And this is my problem with it, and this is the big issue that we've got to face with it, is don't do these. We got two 83 rated players, for Christ's sake. It needs changing. The game is so out of touch with these packs. And I thought to start with, they're going to be grindable, they're going to be easy. They're most definitely not. You need 11 rares to be able to put something in. Again, you see we go and get Tadic and you can kind of get the pattern. I've done 82 to 88 after 82 to 88 and I noticed the pattern in it. You know what players are coming. I've had Ziyech twice. I've had Matuidi twice. And you can just see what you're getting. Pepe is popping out. Tadic is popping out. And it takes a lot to be able to get it. We do get a team in a season in this. You can imagine from my excitement, it's not anything amazing. But it is going to be the goalkeeper, which is 89 rated. Again, it's nice fodder. Don't get me wrong. An 89 rated card from this is fantastic because you're looking at, what, about 28k worth of value. Obviously, that is being generous still. So he nearly pays for the pack. But he's a team of the season, so he goes into requirement. So for me, for the grinding purposes, that has a little bit more weight to it. At least you are going to need a team of the season at some point, and he's that person. He's a goalkeeper, and he just gets there. He's got a good rating. You can go and do that. That's not a problem. But realistically, this is just not worth the value in the slightest for me. I have done 10 of them, and that will be the only 10 that I do. I love the 82 to 88, which I'll show you in the next video that we do. But realistically, for me, it's just not good enough. And I'm going to show you after this one what you actually are looking to put in to actually do this. And it is absolutely shocking. So we got Higuain in this one. Again, not a bad card. I don't mind getting 85s as long as I'm crafting them for free. And that is why I'm okay with these sort of packs. Because I'm not doing them necessarily with coins, with fodder that I'm going to need. I'm using all the rubbish and putting it in. Yes, they've made it a little bit harder, the fact that you need 60 chem, so you've got to find a lot of rubbish, or very specific rubbish in Spanish players like Iniesta, and then linking him up with other players like in the Chinese league, we have Talisca, we have Miranda. They're all not used in a sense in SBCs, and realistically I'm okay to use them in something else, and then we keep like the BPL players for SBC objectives and stuff like that, because they're linked more and they link easier as such, if you get my drift. But we're just going through now to have a look at our 82 to 83s, and I thought, you know what, we've got one more to get 10 packs out of this video. I thought I'll craft one more using a few things I wouldn't use. Like, realistically, as you can see, a lot of these 83s have come from the 82 to 88s. There is a few tradable there, and I have made a little bit of a dent in the club in terms of managing to get a bit of fodder. We have now got 1 page of 85s, a page and a half of 84s, a page and a half of 83s, very little 82s because that's what I'm tending to use in this, and then maybe 184 that's like Pepe or someone who's not used. Ziyech is a perfect example. You can raise the rating with that and use just your 82s. So for me, that's not a bad way of doing it. But that requires you consistently grinding this game, using your knowledge of the SBCs and basically just getting lucky with the cards. If you get 10 82s in a row, go and stick an 85 in there, and then you've got your 83 plus. You've got rid of all of the 82s that realistically don't have value. For me, 82s are nothing, because if it's 11 rares, I can use whatever. I've still got all them in the club, but if I get an 85 or even get a team of the season, that adds more value than having 10 or 11 82s. I'd rather have the 83s in there that, as you can see, are good link cards, can do all of that good stuff. Obviously, you may have to use some 83s as well, but again, there is a few others that you can use in like Pereira, some of the Portuguese players that are just not worth anything in terms of value for an SBC. For me, this is not what I'd wanted to put in. I'd keep David Luiz, I'd keep Martinho. Any of the major leagues I always like to keep because they're good for other SBCs later on down the line. We're looking at Bernardeschi over there, good for the Juventus one. Same with Ramsey. Obviously the rest of them, I think Morata's used. Sarabia can be used for PSG. So realistically, you want to be putting them into the League SBC rather than this. But obviously, at this point of the game, I don't think a lot's happening, and it may just be me grinding by the end of the year on this game. But I just like the packs. I like the animation. I'm trying my best to get a ultimate team of the season before it ends, even if it is one of the lower rated ones. I just want to be able, I've had then one in every single team of the season from major and minor. I've had at least one from every one. So ultimate is the end goal for me. Obviously we will have the guaranteed, so I am guaranteed one, but it would be nice to be able to have packed one as well. We've had 3 from rest of world so far, just spoiling that one. One of them is in this video, 2 of them are in the other video, which obviously you'll want to go and see. But for me, It is just it's a bit disappointing with it. I thought that they'd actually give us something to grind. I genuinely thought maybe they give us the league upgrades for 5 days. I don't see the harm in that. I feel like that may have been a good thing to end it off. It would have been an easy win for them. We end the ultimate team of the season with hype, and realistically they've turned it on their head and ended it with, again, more noise being made about this company. And I just think it's such a simple fix. Why not give us the 5 days for Ultimate Team of the Season? The weight on them is high already, which I totally understand. I know they just can't keep handing out Team of the Season after Team of the Season Ronaldo, but at least give us the chance. Don't give us the day, give us the whole chance for it, because realistically, I didn't get Mbappe, I didn't get Ben Yedder, I didn't get Neymar in a whole day of just Ligue 1. So what is the chances of me trying to get all of them entirely anyway? You've made the weight higher. I don't understand it. But going into the final one, we'll see what we get. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you slap a like on it and keep the content rolling. Let me know down below what you'd like to see next. Obviously, we'll be doing the 82 to 88s. Obviously, we didn't get a walkout. One walkout, one team in a season out of 10. For me, it's not good enough. Did I make 400k or 350k being generous back? Probably not. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I know it's a bit more of a disappointing one, but we'll be back with a little bit more kind of kind-hearted content later on. And that's it all for the next time. Peace.